we do have quite a number of guests to introduce this evening. First, our Teacher of the Year, Andrew Brown from Elm Street Middle School. He is joined by his parents, Glenn and Patty Brown, and his sister, Jennifer. And then from Elm Street, we have Principal, Dr. Katrina Esperanza. I apologize in advance. And then we have Deneen Robbie, Maria Fisher, Chris Hamp, Catlin Parker, Allison Martinez, Cassandra DeFosis, Cheryl Burns, Jen Gaffney, and Ken Ledger. Also this evening, we have Dylan from ETV, who will be videoing tonight's meeting. And finally, Kristen, would you mind introducing your guest?
This is my friend, Monique Carrion, and she is looking to be elected.
Awesome. Great. All right, then I will turn it over to PID Ed.
Thank you, Erin. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our 23rd Nashua Lions Club Teacher of the Year night. How did we get here? Well, our first woman president 23 years ago was a retired Nashua school teacher, Barbara Whitmore. She taught business at the high school. And we had a number of teachers, my wife, Louise, Stephanie Norris, as well as several other retired teachers in the club. And of all the service organizations in Nashua, no one was recognizing teachers, and we figured, given our large number of teachers in the club at the time, why not us? So we began, and it started out, and still remains today, that anyone can nominate any Nashua teacher in a public or private school in Nashua to be considered. And for the first few years, we had a committee outside of the club. They got the redacted nominations. And I said, just give me a name. And they went through that, and these people have all retired from their jobs at Riviera and at the community college. So now we have a committee within the club, but again, we redact the names or anything that might give a clue as to who the individual is, and they produce a winner for us. And since we began, about 15 of the 23 have come from the Nashua School District. We had one from the old Nashua High. We've had some from North, South, Fairgrounds Elementary twice, and Fairgrounds Middle School, Pennachuck Middle School, Dr. Crisp, New Searles, Maine Dunstable, Birch Hill, the former alternative school here in Nashua. And ironically, this year's recipient is the first and the last from Elm Street Middle School. And I'm glad I don't have to be a judge, because the letters that are written are very informative and supportive of the nominees that the individuals have chosen to recognize. And tonight, I'd like to read the nomination that we received for Andrew Brown. I would like to nominate Mr. Andrew Brown of Elm Street Middle School in Nashua. My son is in his 8th grade social studies class and adores his teacher. I have been more than pleased with his teaching style, passion for teaching, and participation in being an outstanding positive role model for adolescents. What sets Mr. Brown apart from other teachers is his ability to help the adolescents find a passion that motivates them. Mr. Brown has had a few guest speakers visit the classroom, such as an attorney and a college student from Plymouth State. Very soon, the students will be taking a class trip to UNH to tour the campus and hear from head coaches and the directors in the sports program at UNH. Mr. Brown clearly shows how much his students' success means to him and will go above and beyond to help them succeed. Mr. Brown is an excellent communicator with parents and sends weekly emails discussing upcoming events and encouraging students to work hard. Mr. Brown strongly believes in raising students' awareness of higher education, as he has stated several times. Please consider him for your Teacher of the Year award. His passion for motivating a student to succeed and giving children the spark that can turn their life around is a positive gift very few teachers have obtained. In closing, please note, this is just a few short words describing him, but please note there are endless and other incredible instances that truly make Mr. Andrew Brown the Nashua Lions Teacher of the Year, and this was sent in by Andrea Donnan on your behalf. So please come up and accept your award, Teacher of the Year, Andrew Brown.
Might as well use the backdrop, right?
Take good money for it.
Thank you very much.
And in addition to the beautiful glass apple, we are giving you a check from the Nashua Lions, and this is to be used on yourself. We know that you are a teacher, and so that means you most likely were going to spend it on your students anyway, but under the caveat, we'll start with for yourself.
Thank you very
So
much.
thank you very much for all of you've done.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much. To be recognized by a parent, that's the greatest gift a teacher can have. We work so hard to hopefully make a difference. Like all of you here, to be honored by the Nashua Lions Club. And I'm a teacher, so I'll try to stand behind the podium, but Maria knows I'm gonna go, but, But to be honored by all of you, the second oldest community service organization in New Hampshire. What a great honor. What you have done, thank you on behalf of the citizens of Nashua. To be honored by you is a great honor, and thank you for what you have done for all of us and what you continue to do. I was amazed listening to all the success. Madam President, you're doing an outstanding job. Members, you're so lucky to have her. I was trying to recruit her to come to our new school, tell her how nice it was, but we'll see. To my parents, thank you very much. Dad, for your leadership. My dad served in the United States Air Force. My mother went to Catholic school. I kind of joke, Mom went to Catholic school, Dad was in the Air Force. That's kind of how I teach. Kind of how I teach. But Dr. Esparza, thank you for your leadership. What you allow us to do. UNH doesn't happen if she doesn't give me the green light. Bringing in speakers doesn't happen if she doesn't give us the okay. So we're really lucky to have her join us in Nashua. Allison, our coach, who I have these ideas, and Allison says, I'll help. I thank you so much for this. Department Chair, Deneen Roby, your leadership that you provide all of us. All right, I'm an emotional guy. You should have seen me coach. Oh my goodness. But, to my teacher friends, thank you. You were some of the finest people ever in this business. And the citizens of Nashua are so lucky. All of you are deserving of this award. To have my mentor here, Chris Hampy, this man is why I'm a teacher. I had outstanding teachers in my life in the Winnisquam School District, but this man stood out. He gave a small, scrawny kid a chance to play baseball, and that changed my life. Now, science wasn't my bag, so I went with history. But thank you very much. It's just an honor to stand up here and to be among you, and just thank you for thanking teachers. We're a job where, we never know if we make a difference, especially at the middle school level, and we're so busy, and, we try to recharge quickly in July, and August 1st comes and we're ready to go. It's nice just to be recognized. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate this honor. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Tonight is one of those nights where I'm just super proud to be a Nashua Lion, to recognize a teacher with such great vision, and just having the few minutes to get to know you has been an honor. So I think that your students are extraordinarily lucky.
We have the Teacher of the Year of the Nashua Lions Club, Andrew Brown, 8th grade social studies at Elm Street Middle School, and he's the first and the last Elm Street teacher to have this award bestowed upon him. And what was your reaction when you were notified that you had been selected, Andrew?
I tell you, it was shock. It was shock, and very humbled and very honored when I heard. It was just, amazing. After 24 years, I see other people win. It's like, wow, I won. So it was a great feeling.
What got you to go into the teaching career?
I tell you, in 7th grade, up at Winnisquam Middle School, I had a teacher, Chris Hampy, who came here tonight, who just inspired me. He did things that weren't being done. We did Jeopardy using sports trivia, and you would shoot hoops for extra bonus points. And he made it fun. And then I was a small, scrawny guy that got cut from every team. And when I was in 8th grade, he took a chance on me. And I played baseball. I could barely hit my weight, but it just motivated me. I want to be that person for somebody else, like he was for me.
You've been in Nashua now for about 12 years, is that correct? Emotions about Elm Street closing and moving to the new McCarthy School?
I tell you, for me, excitement, of a brand new school, but also, I talk to students who, their grandparents went here as a high school, their parents went here as a junior high, now they're there, and I see a lot of my friends have had their whole career at Elm Street, and I see how emotional they are. So, I'm torn. It's a beautiful building. I believe it was an FDR work project. So, as a historian, I love it. I know when President Obama came, the custodians of the Secret Service were so amazed. They said, that's built with real American steel. But I'm not going to lie, it's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to AC next year.
Any words of advice for someone watching that may be considering a teaching career, or who may be just starting out as a teacher and maybe their first year or two didn't go as they had envisioned?
I think it's the hardest job you'll ever love. It's hard. It's gotten harder in my 24 years, but it's also the most rewarding job in the world. That I was nominated by a parent means all the world to me. That I have students that keep in touch and tell me how they're doing. That means the world to me. So stick with it. Lean on people. I teach with a great group of people at Elm Street. Any of them could easily have won this award. So, talk to people, get help when you need it, but it's a great profession. I wouldn't change anything for the world.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.